electric. So the gen goes to, let's connect these batteries together. Gen goes to battery. Gen can go to battery. Battery can go to circuit break input. Is there any other wiring I need to do? That's all I need to do, isn't it? Just the electric wiring.
And then the logic batteries to their dials.
Oh yeah, I was going to connect the batteries to the dials.
Because you've got those 2 dials on the left-hand side of the seat free now. And you did the electrics for the new dials?
Possibly not.
Just trying to run through the checklist in my head of everything.
Fuel. How big is a tank?
The
Was it like 187 or something?
something like that, yeah. Maybe do 190 just to be sure.
Fuel. Oh, why doesn't tab work? Game, come on! Why doesn't tab go between fields?
Oh, I don't know. You kind of have to just click everything individually.
That's annoying.
Yeah, there's a few little nice shortcuts that would be handy in this.
And right click, copy attributes, paste attributes.
Might have to make that one a suggestion in their suggestion system.
Did I fix the fueling? In what respect? Oh, this is like so tedious that it should be a thing in the editor to make it easier. Check the refueling port. Yes. That's correct. Thank you. I remember now. Yeah, look. External input. Pressed goes to connect to release. That's what I had it on though, isn't it? That should have been okay. Pressed goes to connect to release. Please. Yeah, I don't get all it. Press connector, connect to release. That should have worked. It's what piping though? Has power as well. Is there a problem in the pipes? Well, that's a bit harder to see, isn't it? How do I get a... How can I just get an overview of the piping?
I don't think there is really a good way.
Right, see, anyway, there's the
Luke.
connectors one block, I believe. So then you can see the red pipe coming in. Yeah, so the red pipe comes along like that. And then it goes down, and then it comes into the fuel system, so it just, like, it's plumbed in. Now you've dried, you can see the glitter
You
down.
could try. I don't know if this definitely will make a difference, but you could try making it so the refuel pipe comes in and connects as high up as possible, so it comes in above the nozzle on the fuel tank, as it were. So it's gravity fed. I don't know if it will make a difference at all whatsoever, but it's worth a try.
I don't know if it is going to work that way, especially considering you were pumping it.
I know, like I said, I don't think it should, that should even be a factor, but it's literally the only thing I can think of now. I can't think of another reason why it shouldn't work.
Squeeze me.
Um,
Well, that's interesting.
what?
Is that one of the dials rotated wrong?
Oh,
Yeah,
the
no.
dials over this side are fine.
Yeah, the bottom right dial there, I see it.
Oh, yeah. How weird. All the other dials are fine.
Yeah, looks like I managed to rotate that one incorrectly.
Well, no, because it's sitting correctly. It's like the needle's just fallen out the bottom of the dial.
That's actually true, it is sitting correctly. And it
Make
is
sure
connected to a tank.
Make sure the make sure it's got power, and make sure it's set right in the select tool.
It does have power.
Okay.
And it's set wrong. Yeah, that was the problem.
Right. Okay. Well, with that many dials, you were bound to miss at least one.
That needs to be bright yellow on the inside. Oh, you scumbag game. Oh, you scumbag game.
Are you changing up the colour scheme?
Just slightly.
See, I'm still surprised you're not going with the bright pink.
Oh yeah, bigger props. That's what I was going to do. Don't think we have bigger props. We'll have a look. Tail rotor, large rotor, torque meter, small propeller. No. Unfortunately, no. Yeah, fix the gears. The reverse should now work. Alright, let's take it for a quick spin and see if all the meters are working, the reverse gears are working.
Yep, just coming out now.
The batteries and that kind of thing.
I'm in. Fuel tank's working as normal. Batteries are 1.
Right, I'm going to bring the clutch gens down so the batteries will deplete. And put the lights on as well, get the drainage going.
Okay, still on 1. They'll last a nice long time, those batteries though. Yeah, 3 of the tanks are currently draining. No, sorry, 2 of the tanks are currently draining. Two of them are draining a lot slower, and the rest haven't started draining yet.
Yeah, one's at 177. The only problem with it being there is I can't actually turn my head more to the right to see the other dials, but I can see the top left tank's draining.
Like the co-pilot can always check on that sort of stuff, get out of the seat and just look.
Batteries on 0.99 on each. What about you?
Yeah. You can even move the passenger seat on the co-pilot side back 1 square or 2 squares, so that then you can see all the dials more.
God. Graphics aren't everything, Driverstein. Just look at Factorio. It uses bitmap graphics, but it's just an amazing game. Being able to construct things and build systems and program stuff is really fun.
Do you want to test reverse?
Okay.
Like that. We are indeed going backwards. Actually, that's quite quickly backwards.
How useful would that have been before, eh?
I think we might be going faster backwards than we were forwards.
Yeah, maybe we should just go for a puller push on our propellers like a plane. That feels quite quick, that's bizarre. Oh, too much.
Seem to be working okay, except for the clutch and gearbox system still seems to be a bit funny.
Yeah, I think I need a higher ratio on the first gearbox just to give us some torque. I like the high gear. It's like it's really bassy.
Yeah.
Need to figure out. Wait, why is the top of the boat blue when I painted it white?
That's just the way the light is on it.
That's just bizarre. I can imagine it being grey, but not blue. Yeah, we need to figure out a way to actually have a cargo hold that doesn't get covered in water, basically.
Yeah, once we've got the rest of the components for the sealable doors, we'll be able to do that no problem. We just need to unlock them.
Right, battery is depleted, so I'm going to bring the generators online and we'll see how quick they can charge, even with all the lights turned on.
My battery's on 97% still.
Yeah, mine too. Right, generators on full charge now.
Okay.
Certainly a big battery. If you use door frame edges without a door, they make a sealed area. Is it big enough to put things in though? Like when you get those missions to take those crates and things, can you get a crate through the door? The battery's not gone up yet.
It's a big battery, so...
Is that a cooling tower to our right?
Yeah, that's the nuclear power station. Where that awful mission is.
You make it as big as you like with any shape, straight edges and corner pieces.
I tell you what, this boat's had its problems. It's had some bugs. It's annoyed us loads. But I think I'm a little bit in love with it.
It is fun. The editor needs some work to make it more user-friendly, but I do like the stuff you can make. I just want to add more stuff now. Like the whole centre of mass, centre of thrust. And then being able to, in the editor, just being able to sort of simulate water. Like just say, drop it in water in the editor and show me what it does. Like how it looks and balances.
Yeah.
Without having to throw it into the sea, find out it's listing backwards, get back into the editor. You know, it's pointless. Do you want to have a quick look in this island and see if you can see anything?
Yeah, I think this is the hospital island.
What, you think we've been here?
I think we have. We can always have a look.
Anyone in chat plays Fallout 76 since release? That's terrible reviews. Yeah, I don't think it went down too well. I never went near it myself. Lotus 51 months just a quick note, Paul. Take some of the heavy blocks out of the keel and build a large box structure in the middle and make Jack's seat pink. I don't want to take any more out the keel because the boat will just come out of the water even more then. And it's already, like, it's submersed nicely with the lights just under the water level, so I think it's got the right amount of ballast in there. Hey, thrust booter, not bad.
I can't see any boxes.
Nothing.
Not that I can see. mean, I didn't check every single crevice, but
Okay.
let's go.
Right, we'll just go back and try the refueling, and then we're done.
Okay. Did you want to take a look at one of my advanced creations before ending?
Can do. It's 11 o'clock.
Wow, didn't realise that.
It's decent, but compared to other sites like New Vegas, it doesn't even come close. I think it was a bit of a disappointment. Normally Bethesda do really good stuff, so people were complaining about all kinds of bugs. Yeah, but at some point, Josh, they're going to fix that door frame bug. Callum Banforth, welcome to the house, Callum. Thank you for your support. Thanks for Nutty welcome, guys. You see, like with the cargo doors, you need to have something that you can just, you know what I mean, like shut and it's watertight. Because if you've got a hole in your boat anywhere at all, it just starts to sink. Especially when it like literally drops it out the sky, which then sinks it underwater. So if it comes up with any water in, you're done. It's lived through 2 or 3 bug updates. Maybe they're leaving it on purpose until they get something else. Bugs of Bethesda are common in the different series since its online only models weren't able to fix the game. Scathing. Elder Scrolls Online. It's quite a mature game, that now. They make it sealed room, unfortunately, as it reserves the space for a door. Well, I have a box structure right here. What you see that front section of the ship there, Lotus? That's if you take the lid off that, that's literally a big container hole there. And I had to seal it back up because the ship sinks otherwise. And that's why I'm asking Josh about ways of sealing it so that I can just push a button and open the doors, put things in, close it, and it's watertight. That's what I want. And he's saying that there's a bug in the door frame system that lets you do that. But I don't know if I have the door frame stuff unlocked. Adele, yes I am. I'll be live Saturday as normal. 2 things if you just got here, Adele. Number 1, there's a video went out today if you want YouTube. And 2, ! Convoy if you want to apply for the multiplayer convoy in December. They're very critical of the game nowadays, complaining about little things. Right. I think people always were critical, but now they've got a voice. Yeah. Things like Steam reviews give you a massive voice. You just get to hear more about it. But on the flip side of that, we've had a lot of stuff in early access that has been a massive flop, and kickstarted stuff that's been a massive flop. So yeah, people are on the guard and quite right. Where's the fueling bit?
Pardon?
Where's the fueling bit? It's on the right here.
Yes. That blue pump tank. Missed the stairs.
Bonk.
Do you want to grab the nozzle and I can feed it out?
One sec, I just want to see the fuel level. So 45 in the top left tank, everything else is full. So what am I doing? Apart from falling in the water.
Grab this hose. Or I can grab the hose and you can pipe it out. I don't mind.
Okay, got it. You need to release it now.
So the ones from these blue tanks are ridiculously heavy.
Yeah.
If you stand up on a surface and look down at the thing and then try and pick it up, you might be able to get it up that way.
Wow, I literally can't even jump with this. I physically can't move it.
Right, okay. Yeah, they need to fix the weight of these things. I'll bring it back up.
If you lift it up a bit, then I can... Oh, it fell off again. If you lift it up a bit, then I can perhaps swing it over there and you can lower it back down.
Right, tell me up or down.
Up. Stop. Oh man, stuck behind the...
So close.
Lift it up a little bit. Okay, whoa.
And up.
Right, let it down a little bit. Okay, stop. There you go.
Awesome. Right, pumping to hose.
One sec. Okay, fuel gauge I'm looking at now.
Ready?
Go.
Pump
Fuel's
to hose
going in.
on.
50, 60, 70, 65, 70,
We're losing fuel from
75.
the tank up here.
Yep, that is definitely filling up.
Awesome. We've got...
I think so, vanilla.
We've got 13,000 litres up here.
That should last a little while.
Yeah.
As for filling up the other one, like, good luck with that.
Let's see if it'll actually fill the other tank when that one's full.
You know what I'm going to do? Not tonight, but I'm going to connect the fuel tank systems together.
Crossfeed.
Yeah, so that when you fill the one side up, it fills the other up. Because otherwise we're going to have a massive fat every time we refuel.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
That's full.
That side's all full.
See if I can release. Hang on. There you go. So that works as well.
Do you want to drag it over the other side?
No, just lift it up. It's fine.
Oh, okay. There you go.
As long as it all works, it's all good.
Yeah, it seems to actually, like, it's taken us, I don't know how long that stream was, but it's taken us the whole thing to get that boat perfected.
Yeah, I mean, it's a workhorse. It's slow, but it has quite a bit of torque. It's nice.
Yeah, it's got some real pulling power.
There's no way we can both sleep, is there?
No.
Just needs to spawn your bed boat so we can make it dawn.
Hold on. Just trying a quick save.
Craziest Treble, my stream schedule has been drafted for the Christmas period. I just need to run it by Mrs. Squirrel, just to double check things, and then I shall publish it, but it would be my plan to stream Christmas Eve, yes. But I do have to get approval from the boss. Oh, nice day for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yes and no, Yakumo. When you create the game, there's a few settings that you can do. Things like permadeath, right? There's also stuff to do with advanced options, like we're doing advanced vehicles, which means we have to plumb the fuel lines, the air, the exhaust, and the engine power. You don't have to do that, but we're on advanced. There's also another option that controls fueling, so that when you spawn a vehicle, it starts with no fuel in it, and you then have to load the fuel and drive it. You can turn that on or off. We've currently got that off, so when we spawn a vehicle, our vehicle is full of fuel. Sorry, say again?
Do you want me to load up a creative quickly?
Let me quickly save that. So it's an option, basically, as to how realistic you want it to be, or how difficult you want it to be. So what do you want me to do? Just...
I'll load one up and you can join. I'll use
Okay.
this for details.
SMD Security, thank you for the bits. Paul, Squirrel has a small gesture to thank you for the family and yours, the amazing streams. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much for 500 bits. Yes, fast travel. You can effectively turn that off to make it hard. So you can make it more difficult. That's what you like. Creative mode is where you can really like learn the game. You want me to join on you?
Yeah, join on me, and it's the same password.
Don't like that thunder. Just going to join Jack's game. He's got a creative to show you some stuff. Join. Connecting to server. Didn't ask me for a password.
Should have done.
9 hours of boat configuration. Lol. I think that's a bit unfair.
Where are you?
Back at the main base.
Okay, can you see any areas?
I just damaged myself.
The player damage is turned on.
What, in creative? That makes sense.
Yeah, I always have it turned on. If you jump to me, I'm at Terminal Spike X.
Your what?
That's the big patch of land connected to the train line. It's the bottom left house building.
You made a houseboat.
And then if you, when you spawn, I think come out the house, turn right, come up the little hill.
Good night, class.
You'll like this.
Ocean fuels. Do we get in the front?
You have to climb up the back ladder to get in. I had to make some adjustments to the front ladder. So this one here.
You proved it.
No, not that one there.
You said the back ladder. That's what that was.
I'm in the back of the loco.
Okay.
Everything is currently turned on, I think.
Gen start.
Generators should be on. Oh, no, they're out of fuel. I must have left them running.
Lol.
Funnily enough, the big fuel container trailer behind is empty.
Have a look at this amazing train with no fuel.
Yeah, it's all good.
Happy anniversary.
But that wasn't what I was going to show you anyway. What I was going to show you was back down here at the boat dock.
Razorpunk with Bullseye months, 50 months. Thank you, Razorpunk. Kieti Hesvik, the game release, what's happened?
Okay.
What's happened with
Maybe
it? What are the
momentary
reviews?
lag.
What are the reviews like, dude? You're running on the spot.
Okay, give the vehicle a time to load. There it is.
Blimey.
Yeah, you'll probably be on about 25 FPS now.
I like the cream colour.
It goes quite well with the colour scheme.
Oh boy, the FPS though is really bad.
Yeah, it gets like that when multiplayer is especially. I can run this boat on 60 FPS in single.
No smoking, keep safe. 16 so far.
Well, it is a
most.
fuel
16?
/ cargo ship. It's kind of multi-purpose.
16 reviews?
But come and have a look inside.
Did you go top floor?
Top floor, yeah.
At 4 FPS, I can't see where you go, you see. So did you build this?
Yeah.
Brick
Whole
by
thing.
brick?
Yep.
Or did you base it on somebody else's, like, hull or something?
No, built the whole thing. The hull is one of my custom hulls. And then the superstructure I built brick by brick.
It's impressive.
And then wired up all the systems and that.
The main helm. You've definitely got too much time on your hands, Joe.
This is my advanced collision detection system. As you
Collision
can see,
detection.
The pink lights come on when there's when the hull is quite close to something.
Spell detection wrong.
Shh. I didn't spell check anything.
How do we start this thing?
Right, to start, we have to... No, this side. Gotta remember now. I've built like 3 ships since this. So it's generate a fuel pump.
You need a
Generate a
checklist.
throttle on. Yeah, generate a throttle, generate a fuel pump, then generate a starter.
At least this one's got fuel.
Then we throttle up the generator and open the clutch. That gives us power. Then all the lights come on. Then main engine fuel pumps. And if you take the helm, and if you throttle up a little bit, it's the same as it is with the ship in our other save. W and S is the throttle. And then up and down is the clutch.
EQ for throttle. Oh my god.
No, W and S is throttle. And as you can see on the board ahead of you, you can see the input for both. So if you give it a bit of throttle, and I'll start the starter.
Well, considering its size, it can move.
Oh yeah. She's no slouch. 19 knots is her top speed.
We should build a helicopter and land it on the back of the moving boat. That'd be funny.
Yeah. I've been meaning to test that actually to see if you can land on it while it's moving.
Oh boy, doesn't turn very well.
No. Get the lighting on.
Starboard bridge helm.
Yeah, that actually, you can actually steer the ship from that helm as well.
That's hilarious.
Triple control setup. She can carry quite a lot of fuel as well. So like 250,000 litres.
Where's the captain's quarters? Oh man.
I haven't filled any of the quarters.
Where's the bed?
Yeah, I haven't. There's still a bit of decoration work I have to do on this
bit?
boat. Well, I was focusing more on like the bridge and the engineering room is the bottom deck, and then if you go down below that, it's the.
It's like a Premier Inn in here. There we go. Electric coolants. So how many hours did it take this one?
This specific ship I actually had to rebuild 3 times because once I got the hull not quite right, then I had to rebuild the superstructure. Total build time probably about 3 weeks.
3 weeks? Right, your hatch is broken.
You have to unlock it first.
Why have you got a lock button?
Stop the hatch from flapping around. So that takes you into the main cargo hold. I can either put solid goods in here, or I can fill this area up as a liquid tanker.
Imagine when you open the door and this is full of liquid.
Yeah, that's why there's an airlock system.
What's this, a pump?
Yeah, pumps the liquid in. Pumps the liquid out, sorry, the one on the ceiling pumps it in. And then the engine room is up the other side.
You got windows in here?
No, they're lights.
Oh, are they? Why have you got lights in here then?
Just if it's ever being used as like storage for solid goods, or if you have anything in there to inspect it. Yeah, the engine room is that side.
Down to the business end. What on earth?
Again, it's a bit bare in here, so that's some decoration to do.
What's green?
Green is fuel, blue is cooling, red is fire, orange is power, and black is exhaust, silver is air.
You got a sprinkler system.
Yeah. I colour code everything. And then that's some of the logic components for the different things. This is the logic for the detection system.
So where did the logic components come from?
They come from the actual workbench. So that when you're at the editor, you can see it.
So they're not microprocessors.
No, those aren't. Those are just normal logic components. If we jump back to that island, then we can check out the inventory in creative. Once it loads in.
You could build a cruise ship,
Always
yeah.
puts me under the water.
Watchtower, thank you for your sub bump. Tesla Ranger JD2109, Dark Wolf Demon DLL, and House of Doggers. You've just been gifted a sub by Watchtower. Thank you, Watchtower. Very kind. GG.
Over this way.
Huh? Okay. What? No.
Workbench is over this way.
I was reading a sub bomb.
Welcome to the Nut House.
Yeah, take a look in the workbench. And in the inventory system, you'll see there's a long line of
Welcome to the Nut House.
stuff.
Holy wiring diagram, Batman.
Yeah, that's where most of the time goes, is wiring up the logic and the electrics.
How did you wire all this without getting, like, confused?
Well, I did get confused several times.
To the Nut House.
Sometimes you have to undo a load of stuff and then figure out where you were. Check the electric, that's just as mad.
They need to find ways of, like, black boxing some of this stuff, because it's too much.
That's what a lot of the new microprocessor stuff will do. It means you won't have to keep having loads of different stuff all over the place. You can box up all of your logic and put it in one place.
Subtract.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Blimey. It's nuts.
Yep.
I'm slowing the game down. What have I done? I can't move, and you're running
Okay.
slowly. We're on the moon. Ah. Blue Army, thank you for the host, mate. Just about to finish, though. Thank you, Blue Army. Right, peeps. That's a long stream, isn't it? How long have we been live? 9 hours, 20 minutes. Thank you so much for watching. That was fun. I hope you had fun too. I shall be back on Saturday. I'm not here tomorrow. I'm going out tomorrow for a meal and stuff, so I won't be around. I will be back on Saturday for a full all-day stream, so I shall see you then. I'd like to thank Captain Jack. Can we get some GDs in chat for Jack? Thank you for joining me, sir.
No worries. Thank you very much for the invite. It's been great fun.
Oh, it's been fun. And as ever, thank you to the mod team and yourselves for being here. Right, I'm going to head out, so have a good evening, have a great Friday, and I'll see you all on Saturday. And don't forget, if you want to join the convoy, get your applications in. Other than that, adios, and I shall see you Saturday. Take it easy, guys. Love you all. Good night.